the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Pelicans in New Orleans. The Pelicans have been looking pretty confident. This is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Remember, when the New Orleans Pelicans were sold in 2012, the new ownership was eager to compete, trading for veteran talent to complement the #1 overall pick, Anthony Davis. Aside from a single playoff appearance, though, it's been mixed results.
Oh,
Kenny.
mixed result, because sometimes when you try to take shortcuts, you get shortcutted and stuck. And that's what happened.
That's good life advice.
No question. You can't take shortcuts to greatness.
No.
And you have to. There's another one. There's another jewel.
Yeah.
I tell you, let me give you another
jewel.
one. There's another jewel.
I'm
You
just
want me to want
mining
one more?
for nuggets over
I'll
here.
give you one
Yes.
more.
Yeah, give me one.
An ounce
Of prevention.
is worth better than a pound
of cure.
There it is. There's another one.
Yeah.
No
An apple
question.
a day
Keeps the doctor
doctor away.
Oh,
no. But obviously it doesn't, because we both had apples, but you're still here.
yeah. And you know, those memories of losing Chris Paul is still fresh. They're going to have to start winning to keep Davis around.
Chris Paul? No, that's like 15 years ago.
Doesn't matter. The memories are still there.
Man, I forget what we were even talking about. Give me another old adage there.
I got one. The memories are still there.
The
like
bigger
the
they are,
breeze in the air.
the harder they fall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's the Pelicans at home for a little interconference action in New Orleans. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they feel like they're a better team than their record shows. And in games like this one, it's an opportunity to prove it. They can step it up and make a game of it. We'll see.
And right now for Brooklyn, nobody was calling on them to kind of set the world on fire. But even those modest expectations have yet to be realized.
Yep, any glimmers of hope that may have been there early for them have all just disappeared at this point. It's looking more and more like a season that will not end well for this team.
And let's quickly get a pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Well, guys, he told me that today is all about setting the tone for the rest of the season series with this team. He said they're going to be a tough opponent for us every time we see them. And we've got to let them know right now, today, that we're going to be just as tough for them. We'll find out, indeed, if they can set the right tone, Kevin.
Thank you, David. A battle of upstarts tonight. Both teams want to win, but also want to develop young talent. Brent, at this stage, is one goal more important than the other?
Yeah, I think development is first and foremost for each of these teams, Kevin. And sometimes you can learn more from losing than you can from winning. I was always told as a player growing up, when you lose, don't lose the lesson. The team right here with developing young talent needs to make sure that they adhere to that.
Boys, nice and high.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Okafor, the pass to Lin. Down low, Mozgov, and Mozgov throws it down.
And really, Lin has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
So the Nets starting five. Lin and Russell are in the backcourt. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Mozgov. And it's Crabbe in at the three. Now Russell, following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. Russell kicks to Okafor. Outside, Lin. Pass to Mozgov. Expanding his range, and that's good. Jeremy Lin for three. Lynn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Davis sets a screen. Rondo dishes to Davis. To the paint. The shot by Holiday, no good. We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on the scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Inside, Cousins, no one around him. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Cousins has got his second bucket of the game to go. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lynn the pass to Russell. Out to the right wing. There's Crabbe with a 3. Cousins pulls it in. Brooklyn on defense and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Yeah, they matched up very evenly, and that's not a compliment to either side. Last season was a struggle for both squads, and now they're each looking to turn the corner.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
A second-round pick back in 2013, Allen Crabbe didn't play consistent minutes, Brent, until his 3rd season in the NBA.
Yeah, he continues to work, and I think the early part of his career, he got some minutes because he really focused on the defensive end, and maybe scoring a little bit and shooting the ball well took his mindset away from that. We'll see this year if he can be more complete on both ends and still a tremendous offensive weapon.
That's good from Crabbe.
And not a guy who gets to the charity stripe a ton, but overall, Crabbe shoots a solid percentage from there.
Both free throws good from Crabbe.
And of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
Now here is Davis, coming off a solid outing against Miami.
The mid-range shot, a thing of beauty. AD continues to work on that area of the floor.
Mozgov, a screen on Rondo. Outside, Russell dishes to Crabbe. The drive by Russell, and Davis sends it back. All alone, and the basket by Liggins. And Greg, the Nets trading away the better part of a decade worth of draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and of course KG. But unfortunately, all past their prime. That team only able to get to the second round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
Now here's Lynn. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Here's Crabbe. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, 6'6", height-wise, 7 foot on the wingspan. Crabbe can get off shots inside that most guards simply can't.
Here's Lynn. 14 points from him the last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Mozgov sets a screen for Lynn. There's the dish to Mozgov. Crabbe, good. Crabbe's got 6.
When he mixes up his game, Allen Crabbe becomes very dangerous. That time, a good job of getting to the interior.
And Holiday kicks to Cousins. Shoots over Mozgov. No good from Cousins.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Lynn dishes to Okafor. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Brooklyn.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
The Nets with the lead. Here is Russell. 12 points his last outing. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
No good on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Inside, here's Russell, and Davis sends it back. And he's able to get it back.
Yeah, a bit frigid to begin this one. Just can't make anything to get the game started.
LeVert's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Well, for New Orleans, shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Davis sets a screen. Here's Holiday. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Okafor. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And, you know, it wasn't just that they got stops. It was the way they got stops. Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, after a while, it just felt like they were demoralizing the opponent. It affected them mentally, and they took advantage.
And the Nets making a change here. Allen's checked in.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
Now here's Crab. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Brent, when you were playing, your ability to pass and shoot, and you were 6'7", really a positionless player before the term became popular. You could play so many ways, in so many different positions all over the floor. I would think that would fit today's game perfectly.
Well, that's nice of you to say, Kevin. I'd like to think that I was a bit of a switchblade player, especially the way the offenses now are expanding to the three-point line and giving guys with creativity a lot of room to operate. And if the first available shot's an open three for a guy on your team, I could probably sink my teeth into something like that.
You like positionless basketball? Why do you like watching it now?
Well, that's the way I play defense, Kevin. Positionless.
Mirotic is checked in for DeAndre Liggins. He's perfect from the line this time. And from the day that Anthony Davis was drafted, New Orleans had a win-now mindset.
Well, that's what the decree from the upper management was. And maybe a little bit unfair to put that kind of pressure on such a young superstar talent who wanted to find his way in the NBA. The front office focused on making some trades and surrounding him right away without understanding exactly what Anthony Davis was going to be good at. Let's face it, he's still great, and there's still that opportunity for AD.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Damari Carroll comes in for Crab, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Jeremy Lin.
One shot.
And that one misses. Well, a few things have become clear with Rondo in the past few seasons. One, Greg, he needs to be happy with his situation in order to be productive. And two, he can give you big numbers at times, but he isn't the player he once was on that Celtic team.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's such a hard-headed guy and has his own way of approaching things. If you clash with him, everything goes up in flames with his game. He needs to be on the same page with his coach, and he's running out of coaches who will put up with it.
Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And Holiday kicks to Davis over Allen. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his third assist on the night. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Rondo. Mozgov kicks to Dinwiddie. Mozgov a screen on Rondo. Dinwiddie passes to Mozgov. And the rejection by Cousins. Here's Mirotic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And when Mirotic first came over to the NBA, he made a big splash, showed that he can act as that stretch 4 and contribute. Unfortunately, he just hasn't evolved as a player since that rookie year.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Mirotic. And for Mirotic, a lot of his lack, Greg, of progression as a player has come from inconsistency.
And you can see it in his field goal percentage as well as when he plays. It needs to find more consistency in every facet of the game. But young enough, I think, to still make that happen.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Cousins. Etuan Moore comes in for Anthony Davis. Jordan Crawford's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Ian Clark subbed in for Rajon Rondo. The Pelicans have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the New Orleans Pelicans last season with one of the worst offensive rebounding percentages in history.
Yeah, I mean, it improved somewhat with DeMarcus Cousins coming in. But I think really it's the team's philosophy, though. They value getting back in transition more than they value a chance to attack that offensive glass.
Here's Dinwiddie to the paint. There's the pick. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And Moore kicks to Crawford. The rebound by the Nets.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
Pelicans leading by 4. To the left side wing. Here's Clark. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one no good to start him off on the night. Nets trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Passes to Crawford. Kicks to Mirotic. Crawford outside. Allen with the rebound.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
The pass to LeVert. They need this one. Buries it from 3-point range. LeVert's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
Mirotic, a screen on Carroll. Moore against Carroll. Mirotic, the screen. Moore. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Brooklyn's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Hollis Jefferson passes to Allen. Here's Dinwiddie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Carroll. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Each coach has his strengths and they've got weaknesses, but if you needed someone to drop a play to get you 1 bucket out of a timeout, who are some of the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, possibly James Harden, because 2 points can happen after a free throw, right, Kev? So
yes.
I could get James Harden to the line. And then one LeBron James. That's not a bad list of guys to turn to if I need 2 points.
Absolutely. And then what coach would you have draw up that play?
If I don't say Pop, my life will cease to exist. I will say Greg Popovich in late game situations does a marvelous job. Not only, Kevin, of getting the ball to the guy that he wants potentially to get the game winner, but to have options and to make sure that that player sees those options in case something breaks down.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Alvin Gentry, coach under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix, helped install elements of that offensive system with the Golden State Warriors.
Well, tough last year because their point guard missed most of training camp, Drew Holiday, so you try to establish a good offensive continuity during that time of the year, and that didn't exist. The amazing thing under Alvin Gentry is after making a massive trade during the All-Star break, this team got into the top 10 in terms of their defensive rating. That's impressive stuff.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nets shooting just 26% early. A minute 20 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Dinwiddie, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against New Orleans. And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And of course, with young talent development so critical for this Nets organization, having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
And he can't get the first one.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
Now here's Moore. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Miami. Pass to Mirotic. There's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Mirotic has got 5. So, Greg, how close were the Nets to being the Swamp Dragons anyway?
Well, it needed a unanimous vote of all the teams to change it, but there was one vote against it. The Nets themselves voted against the change, and they had 7 owners who rotated voting duties, and the one on deck got cold feet.
Got to get out his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
The Pelicans have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And a story of 2 halves last season for the Pelicans. An 0-8 start, but encouraging signs, Brent, down the stretch.
Yeah, they ended up with the 11th best net rating in the NBA after they made the trade during the All-Star weekend for DeMarcus Cousins. So if this team can gel and if they can get these pieces to work together, they do have the chance not only to excel, but to be very special with the unique talents of their bigs.
They set the pick. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. He has 7.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pelicans lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on. You wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
Pelicans leading by 4. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, they've got E'Twaun Moore. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Ian Clark, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard. Brent, every team's looking for skilled bigs who can hit the three, defend the perimeter, pull out other bigs. At what point do we start seeing 6'9", 6'10", 6'11" guards? I guess we're kind of getting a glimpse of that now.
Yes, with apologies to Magic Johnson and what he was able to do through his career with the Lakers. Those guys are all throughout the league already. I mean, we've already hit that mark, Kevin, where we're seeing some of these guys do extraordinary things in terms of their skill with the basketball in open space. Thank you, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram. I find it amazing, though, don't you?
I really do. And to say that the game is not better than it was, watching what these young players are capable of, and I'm just talking purely in terms of their skill. The game has come a long way. Happy to see it.
Okafor is checked in for Allen, and he can't hit the second. And the Pelicans' 2017 first-round pick went to the Kings as part of the DeMarcus Cousins trade. Brent, how does this team find help along the perimeter?
A lot of this comes down to the Pelicans and scouting not only the NBA and the college ranks, but maybe the international ranks to try to find some guys to come in and be not only 3-and-D players, but also good cohesive players to play alongside what DeMarcus Cousins can do and what Anthony Davis provides.
Mirotic's shot is off.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
New Orleans in the lead. Moore outside. Excellent D there from Okafor. Feeds it to Russell. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Russell against Crawford. There's the pick. Clark for three. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Russell kicks to Dinwiddie. It's Russell with the drive. Plays it up and banks it in. Russell's got 7 points.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Here's Clark. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Okafor comes in with the double team. Can they get it? And it's Ajinça missing.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see him. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily he bricked the mid-range.
Here's Carroll. The shot no good, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
Now here is Russell. He has 7. Okafor with the screen on Crawford. Russell dishes to Okafor, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
The Pelicans trail. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball, and Moore kicks to Mirotic. Hands it from downtown. He's got 11.
Look how active Moore is being on offense, especially watching him share the basketball on that play.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Carroll. Shoots from 8. With the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Okafor's got his second bucket of the night. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Then for the Nets, Mozgov. He's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Allen Crabbe comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Rondo. An 11-point game for him in the win against Miami.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Now here's Lin. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. And Davis sends it back. They retain possession. Lin's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. The feed to Davis. Fires from the wing. And that one goes long.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Love the rhythm that Drew showed on that catch and shoot jumper.
Brooklyn trailing. Outside, Lin. He kicks it to Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. The Nets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and with this increased aggressiveness offensively, Russell shooting more and more free throws.
And so Russell hits them both. New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Rondo kicks to Davis. To the inside. Holiday. Mozgov with the block.
And the size and length of Mozgov, a big factor. Hard to convert when he's there.
Russell passes to Crabbe. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Crabbe's got 10.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Davis with a screen on Lin. Screen by Cousins. Davis dishes to Holiday. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 6 points for Drew Holiday.
Well, when your guards are willing to go in there to the hoop like Drew Holiday, it's a huge confidence boost for the rest of the team.
Russell against Holiday. Russell kicks to Lin. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Let's go. Lin's shot is off.
The shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Yep, that one goes in there. 8 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
I mean, you can cover DeMarcus Cousins on the inside, and he'll still find ways to go through you. I love watching that big guy eat down there.
Now, here is Russell. 9 points in the game so far.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Davis sets a screen. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Fires from 14 and off the front iron, and in it goes. 6 points for him.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
And Drew Holiday is 6'4". Maybe Brent closer to 6'5" in shoes. Huge for the point guard position.
Well, that size helps him out a lot defensively, especially when he uses his hands as well as he does. You know, most of the point guards in the league, Kevin, are good defensively at tipping passes and predicting plays. Drew Holiday has all of the physical sets to be a more dominant defender at that position.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Russell kicks to Okafor. He dishes it to Mozgov. Shoots over Cousins. Mozgov's shot is off. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for Okafor. And it's LeVert in for D'Angelo Russell. Holiday dishes to Davis. Back to Holiday. They set the pick. Davis sets a screen. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Liggins. Over Crabbe. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Cousins. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Lynn with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Drills the three-pointer.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built a lead here with a much better second quarter.
Here's Liggins. His last outing, he had 8 points. Screen by Cousins. Davis gets a wide open look. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
A nice shot by Lynn.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Lynn. He's got 5. Picked by Mozgov. Now here's Crabbe. He's guarded close. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And Brooklyn has possession. Following the score by New Orleans. There's the pick. Mozgov passes to Crabbe. Fires from deep. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Now here's Davis. 6 points for him. Screen by Cousins. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 4th assist in this one. Lynn against Rondo. 1:36 left in the first half. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Holiday is running.
Now you can just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
And it's LeVert missing.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Hey, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
Now here's Mozgov. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
And with Drew Holiday's size, Brent, are you surprised he's not more of a slashing point guard?
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because the percentage of field goal attempts for Drew Holiday last year from 0 to 3 feet was around 30%. So he actually had the most field goals around the rim that he's ever had in any season.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Cousins. Mirotic comes in for Davis. Jordan Crawford's checked in for DeAndre Liggins. And Ian Clark subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Dinwiddie. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Passes to LeVert. Lets the three fly. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. LeVert's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn. Clark kicks to Mirotic. Shoots over Carroll, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
Shoot two.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. 17 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Dinwiddie. Hollis Jefferson passes to Dinwiddie. And it's blocked by Mirotic. More. And he drains the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball, and then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. DeMarcus Cousins having an outstanding game. He had 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 steal. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
I love the motion on offense. Guys are moving, the ball is moving. It's a very nice approach to the game, and one the defense absolutely could not keep up with.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That's it for now, as the second half's just about ready to go.
Welcome back to New Orleans, everyone. Glad to have you with us tonight as we take a peek at all the happenings just outside of Bourbon Street. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Yeah, those extra possessions, considering how hard it can be sometimes to find offense, become invaluable.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Lynn and Russell are in the backcourt. Okafor out there with Crabbe. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low. That one goes in. Cousins has got the first field goal the second half for the Pelicans.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Picked by Okafor. Taken away by Holiday. There's the dish to Rondo. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lynn kicks to Okafor. And finished off by Okafor.
And Lynn is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guys.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Now here's Davis. Here's the screen. Floats it up for Cousins. And it's Davis missing.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Lynn dishes to Mozgov. Taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. That one good for 2. Rondo's got the lead up to 8 now for New Orleans.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
Well, there's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose, and I love the energy on this play.
And it's Okafor missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Kicks to Davis. Rondo against Land. Outside Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Nets trail by 8. Outside, Lynn. The pass to Crabbe. And Okafor has it in the corner. Got a piece of it. Rondo with the steal. Jumps up. And the jam by Rajon Rondo.
How about the energy? Just relentless here. Rondo excellent at just gliding down the floor and finishing in style.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Pelicans.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Picked by Mozgov. Lynn kicks to Okafor. It's stolen by Davis. And up the floor again for New Orleans. Running the court. Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Mozgov a screen on Rondo. Here's Lynn. A beautiful reverse layup. Lynn's got his third basket of the night.
All right, I think he's showing off now, but I'll tell you what, that's impressive.
It's Davis on the wing. Pass to Rondo. Davis with a screen on Lynn. The drive by Rondo. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That one misses for Rondo.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Picked by Mozgov. Grab the pass to Russell. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Now here is Holiday. 15 points in the game. Mozgov with the block. Holiday against Russell. Over to the wing. Lynn dishes to Okafor. Lynn against Holiday. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Lynn.
Even with the defense all over him, Lynn buries the J. Outstanding concentration on those kinds of shots.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. Brooklyn's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Here's Russell. He can't get it to go. Good D by Holiday.
Now, this just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Lynn kicks to Russell. The Nets working the ball around now. It's stolen by Rondo. Drops in the breakaway layup. Rondo's got 10.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 14. He used that pick to get in close.
Feeling out the pick and roll. Russell never looks like he's in a hurry.
Lynn against Rondo. Feeds it to Liggins. Davis sets a screen. And stolen by Russell. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Crabbe. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Rondo kicks to Liggins. Outside Rondo. Davis with a screen on Lynn. Rondo passes to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And really, that's a perfect screen and roll play that gets AD to look where he wanted it.
And Anthony Davis stayed pretty healthy last season, but he's missed around 90 games over the first 5 seasons of his career, Brent, among NBA first-round picks. That's one of the highest marks in history.
Certainly, Kevin, that is a concern. He had knee surgery, a torn labrum in his shoulder as well. So there has been some wear and tear on the 24-year-old. And a player of that size, you always are a little bit more cautious and a little bit more weary that those injuries can add up. And those injuries, as you get older, can linger.
Timeout called, the Nets. You look at DeMarcus Cousins, what a contribution.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. In third, the Pelicans.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Here's LeVert. He's got 9. Clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ajinsa's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Clark. Crawford kicks to Clark. They grab their own miss. Pass to Moore. Mirotic, the screen. Picked his pocket. Here's Dinwiddie, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Pelicans leading by 7. And here's Moore outside. Dinwiddie with the rebound. The Nets have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's LeVert, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. LeVert's got 11 points. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And Moore kicks to Crawford. He feeds it to Ajinça. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
Not sure you can ask for a better look. He can make those shots while sleeping.
Moore dishes to Clark. Jumper off the screen. Here's Ajinça. The second effort, and Allen with the block. Free throw good, Ajinça. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Nets trail by 9. It's stolen by Ajinça. Here's Clark. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The feed now to Moore.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
The Nets have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Carroll. Carroll hits them both. New Orleans leading by 7. Here's Clark. There's a screen. Mirotic, the screen. He got right to the cup using that screen.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated. And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside?
Here's Clark following the bucket by the Nets. Mirotic sets the screen for Crawford. Out left to the wing. Now here is Mirotic. He's got 12. Misses the 3. LeVert the pass to Carroll. Here's Dinwiddie. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks it to Carroll. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's only a 5-point New Orleans lead.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Crawford. LeVert grabs the miss. Brooklyn's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
And you'll hear some say the sleeper of that 2015 draft was Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. I mean, a fractured ankle his rookie season limited him to just those 29 games. But when healthy, he's shown he can be a force defensively.
That free throw good from Hollis-Jefferson. And Greg, what separates Hollis-Jefferson, do you think, as an NBA defender?
You know, physicality, quickness to go along with anticipation. I mean, with his pressure D, he's able to suffocate perimeter players and rack up steals. And don't forget versatility. He's a guy that can guard multiple positions, and that's a huge asset for any team.
There's Crawford with the 3, drills it from outside.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. Down low, Crawford with the steal. .125 left in the third. He dishes it to Moore. Kicks it out to Crawford. Moore outside. Mirotic the screen. No good from Moore.
He can't make a thing out there right now, guys. If he keeps this up, don't be surprised if his team gives up this lead.
The shot by Carroll, no good. New Orleans leading by 7. Moore outside. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Crawford up top. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's LeVert. And there's the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. We've got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the layup falls. Hollis-Jefferson's got 5.
Yeah, he is sneaky at the rim, lays it in against heavy pressure.
They set the pick. Crawford left side. It's stolen. Three from the inbound, and the 3 ball is good. He has 7. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. New Orleans on top, up 8. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
I'm telling you, it's all about learning, okay? It's all about learning. If you play hard and compete and don't play passive, I don't care how many mistakes you make. I promise you that, okay?
In teaching mode right there, good bite with Alvin Gentry, letting his guys know, just try to get a little bit better each time out.
Yeah, I mean, developing players, molding their games, it is not easy. It takes a great deal of patience.
Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Mirotic is out there with Etuan Moore. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. Then there's Jordan Crawford, and it's Clark in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Pelicans leading by 8. Moore outside. Dishes to Crawford. Kicks it to Mirotic. From outside, off the mark.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. They dodged the bullet there.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Carroll. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Carroll's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets. They set the pick. Clark kicks to Moore. Shoots off the step back. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And here is Okafor, just 5 on the clock. Here's Carroll. Rebound by Ajinça. Ajinça's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Clark. The dish to Mirotic. Mirotic the screen. Here's Moore. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Good touch on the inside from E'Twaun Moore. Never bashful about taking it right to the defense.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. We got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Here's Cram. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
I mean, big guys can still dominate the game, and Cousins at it here in this one. An efficient scorer who knows how to get to his spots.
Now here's Lynn. Pass to Mozgov. They set the pick. Feeds it to Cram. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Liggins dishes to Cousins. Over Okafor. No good from Cousins. Nets trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And we're going to be watching this for the next decade or more. Russell Savage from deep.
Now here is Holiday. And Liggins kicks to Cousins. Pass to Rondo. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Rondo's got 10 points here in the second half.
You love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
There's Lynn with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The wide open look here for Holiday. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
You got to be up in Drew Holiday's face at all times because he can be very dangerous on the pull-up jumper.
Russell against Holiday. Russell kicks to Okafor. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis sends it back. And he recovers it. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Okafor. Now Rondo. Davis in the corner. Shoots a 3. Drops in the tray.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Mozgov throws it down.
And how about the aggressive side of Mozgov? Benefits the team when he's that energized.
Davis sets a screen. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Right side, Rondo. He feeds it to Cousins. Here's Davis. Brooklyn with the rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Grab the pass to Lynn. Over Rondo. Lynn's shot is off.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Cousins with a screen for Holiday. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 12. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And being primarily a 3-and-D guy, Crabbe's opportunities at the line can be rare, but great job of drawing the foul there.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Crabbe.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
New Orleans leading by 10. Screen by Cousins. Here's Rondo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Brent, it's amazing how the three-point shot has evolved and how much it's being used. And some teams now almost entirely perimeter-based. That three-point shot is the first thing out of their mouth. Can you see a team winning a championship that way?
I saw teams win championships. That's the Warriors and the Cavs. If you look at what they did from the three-point line and the type of damage they did, Kevin, that absolutely was a huge reason why they were championship contenders. You could even look at teams that are qualifying for the playoffs as usually 6 or 7 teams that are in each conference. Of those 8, Kevin, are proficient three-point shooting teams.
And he makes the first. That one is no good. Nets trail by 11 to the wing right side. Lynn kicks to Okafor. The Nets working the ball around now. And there's the feed to Russell. Passes it to Okafor. Lynn from long range. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
The shot will not fall. Here's Russell. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Russell's got 21.
And the ball handling, body control. Russell with the nasty pull-up.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Rondo. Outside Holiday. Davis with a screen on Russell. And Holiday kicks to Davis. And again, no good by New Orleans. Nets trail by 9. Outside, Lynn. This one for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Allen Crabbe showing another part of his game, not just a three-point shooter spotting up, but a distributor on that play.
Here's the screen. Here's Rondo. A second chance effort. And Okafor with the block. Russell kicks to Crabbe. Back to Russell. Mozgov sets a screen for Russell. Crabbe in the corner. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Pelicans leading by 6. Holiday dishes to Davis. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
And once the screen created the space, Davis did not hesitate. He just buries that one.
Here's Lynn. Count that bucket. Lynn's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Davis with a screen on Russell. Holiday the pass to Davis. Mozgov with the steal. Now in transition is Lynn. Here we go. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, you have to admire the aggressiveness of Lynn, constantly looking to draw the foul on his shot.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Both free throws good from Lynn. Pelicans leading by 4. Rondo kicks to Davis. Fades away. That doesn't go either for Davis. Brooklyn's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the 4th. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Davis with a screen on Russell. Screen by Cousins. Davis kicks to Rondo. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
There's no question that DeMarcus Cousins is one of the most talented bigs in the league. He's even added a nice-looking 3-ball to his offensive arsenal.
The first free throw is good. And so much of what Cousins does on the court is unstoppable. But at times, Brent, his leadership is something that can get in the way.
Well, I wouldn't technically call that leadership, Kevin. There are times where DeMarcus Cousins detracts from what it is the ultimate goal of a team. In the early part of his career, created a bit of negativity around the atmosphere of what was going on. I think over the past couple years, he's been much better. He's got a new situation now and maybe a new lease on life.
Russell with the bucket.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the 4th.
Screen by Cousins. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Russell kicks to Okafor. Outside, Lynn. Okafor with the ball. Lynn sets the pick for Okafor. To the middle, just 5 to shoot. And it's Russell missing.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Now here's Cramp. There's a good screen. Picked by Mozgov. Cramp with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Crab. Both free throws good from Crab.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Screen by Cousins. Russell against Holiday. Cousins with a screen on Russell. Holiday goes in. Here's Cousins. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Okafor. Outside, Lynn. Picked by Mozgov. Lynn kicks to Okafor. Out to Russell. Fires for three. No good that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Rondo dishes to Davis. Back to Rondo. Davis sets a screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
Now here's Lynn. Picked by Okafor. Lynn kicks to Russell. And Okafor has it in the corner. There's Crabbe with the three. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. New Orleans leading by 4. Pulls up for three. Okafor grabs the miss. They set the pick. Lynn the pass to Mozgov. Lynn kicks to Okafor. That shot no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Here's Liggins. He's guarded by Crane. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Russell with a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Liggins, defended by Lynn. Outside Holiday. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody was rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.